Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're venturing into the heart of Southeast Asia to explore the stunning Philippines. Whether you're drawn by its breathtaking landscapes, rich culture, or delicious cuisine, I've got some essential tips to make your first trip unforgettable. So, let's dive in. Tip number 1, embrace Filipino time. Embracing Filipino time, which often means a relaxed approach to punctuality, can be an adjustment for visitors from cultures where time is strictly adhered to. Here are some tips on how to adapt to this aspect of Filipino culture. Adjust your expectations. Understanding that events and meetings might not start exactly on time is the first step to embracing Filipino time. Adjust your expectations so you don't feel frustrated or anxious when things don't start or happen when they're supposed to. Plan flexibly. When scheduling your day, it's wise to leave some buffer time between appointments or activities. This flexibility can help you adapt more easily to the local timing without feeling rushed or stressed. Communicate clearly if you're making plans, especially with locals who may be more accustomed to this relaxed timing. Don't hesitate to ask how strict the timing is. For instance, if someone says a party starts at 7 p.m., it might be perfectly acceptable to arrive at 8 p.m. However, asking clarifies expectations on both sides. Embrace the moment. Use any extra waiting time as an opportunity to observe local life or engage more with the people around you. This can enrich your travel experience and give you deeper insight into Filipino culture. Keep busy. Always have something to do if an event or meeting gets delayed. Whether it's a book, a travel guide, or simply an app on your phone, having a way to entertain yourself can make waiting much less of a nuisance. Relax and enjoy. Remember, you're on vacation. A laid-back attitude towards time is part of the cultural experience. Embracing this can help you unwind and enjoy your trip even more. By adopting these approaches, you can better integrate with the local culture and enjoy your time in the Philippines without the common traveler's stress over time management. Next up, tip number 2, dive into the local cuisine. Experiencing local cuisine is one of the highlights of traveling, and the Philippines offers a diverse culinary landscape that can truly enrich your travel experience. Here are some tips for foreigners looking to enjoy Filipino dishes like adobo, sinigang, durian, and balut. Start with familiar dishes. Begin with more accessible dishes like adobo, which is a savory, vinegary stew typically made with chicken or pork. It's a comfort food many foreigners enjoy and a good introduction to Filipino flavors. Eat with locals. If possible, dine with locals. They can guide you through the menu, explain the ingredients and preparation methods, and recommend the best dishes. Eating with locals not only enhances the dining experience but also enriches your cultural understanding. Go step by step with exotic food. Approach more exotic foods like balut, a fertilized duck egg, and durian, known for its pungent smell but delicious taste, with an open mind, but take it slow. Start by trying a small piece or sip, and remember, it's perfectly okay to not like everything. Learn to eat as locals do. Observe and mimic how locals eat certain dishes. For instance, many Filipino meals are best enjoyed with a spoon. The spoon is used more like a knife for cutting and pushing food onto the fork. This method might help you enjoy the food as it's meant to be experienced. Ask about ingredients. If you have dietary restrictions or allergies, it's wise to ask about the ingredients before diving in. Filipino cuisine uses a wide range of ingredients, and some might be unfamiliar and potentially problematic for sensitive individuals. Combine flavors and textures. Filipino cuisine often involves a mix of sweet, salty, sour, and bitter flavors, along with a variety of textures. Embrace this aspect by combining different foods in one bite to see how the flavors complement each other. Enjoy the street food scene. Don't miss out on street food, which offers authentic tastes of Filipino culinary culture at very affordable prices. Items like grilled pork skewers, fish balls, and fresh fruits like mangoes are popular and safe choices for newcomers. By following these tips, you can fully embrace and enjoy the rich culinary offerings of the Philippines, making your travel experience all the more memorable and enjoyable. Tip 3, respect local customs and traditions. Respecting local customs and traditions is a crucial aspect of traveling responsibly and enjoying a deeper, more authentic experience in any country. Here are some tips specifically tailored for foreigners visiting the Philippines to help show respect for its rich cultural tapestry. Dress appropriately. Be mindful of dress codes. especially when visiting religious sites like churches or temples. Conservative attire covering shoulders and knees is generally recommended in these places. Also, consider the local norms when choosing your outfits, for example. Rural and provincial areas might be more conservative than urban centers like Manila. Learn basic greetings and phrases. Filipinos appreciate when foreigners attempt to speak even a few words in Filipino Tagalog or other local languages. Basic phrases like salamat, thank you can go a long way in showing respect for the language and culture. Respect religious practices. The Philippines is predominantly Catholic, with various other religions practiced throughout the islands. Show respect by being quiet and discreet in places of worship, and always ask permission before taking photos. Participate in local festivals. Engaging in local festivals can be a profound way to respect and learn about Filipino culture. Participate with enthusiasm but follow the lead of locals on how to dress and act. Festivals like Sinilog or Atiquette require specific behaviors in terms of engagement and attire. Be mindful of gesture use. Avoid pointing with your finger, as this can be seen as very rude. Instead, use a closed fist with the thumb pointing to indicate direction or items. Also, be cautious with hand gestures that may be deemed inappropriate or offensive in the local context. Ask before taking photos. While Filipinos are known for their hospitality and friendliness, always ask for permission before taking photos of people, especially in rural communities. This shows respect for their privacy and personal space. Learn to appreciate Filipino time. Understanding and accepting that events may not always start on time is part of respecting the local culture. Be patient and flexible in adjusting to this aspect of Filipino lifestyle. Engage respectfully with the environment. Many parts of the Philippines are known for their natural beauty. Show respect by following local regulations regarding wildlife interaction, conservation efforts, and littering. This respect extends not just to people but to nature as well. By following these tips, you'll be better positioned to engage with the Filipino community respectfully and enjoyably, enriching your experience and creating positive, lasting impressions. And lastly, tip number 4, prepare for different climates. The Philippines is a tropical country, but it still presents a range of climate zones due to its geographical diversity, which includes mountainous areas, coastal regions, and many islands. Here are some tips for a foreigner to prepare adequately for the different climates encountered in the Philippines. Understand the seasons. The Philippines generally has 2 main seasons, the wet season and the dry season. The wet season usually runs from June to October, and the dry season from November to May. However, these can vary depending on which part of the country you're in. Additionally, there is a cooler period from December to February, especially noticeable in northern and elevated areas. Pack layers. Because temperatures can vary, especially if you plan to visit both coastal and mountainous areas, it's wise to pack a variety of clothing options. Light, breathable fabrics work well for the heat, while a light jacket or sweater can be invaluable for cooler evenings or higher altitudes. No matter the season, it's a good idea to bring waterproof clothing, such as a raincoat or a poncho, and a sturdy umbrella. The Philippines can experience sudden downpours, particularly during the monsoon season. Waterproof bags or cases for electronics and important documents are also recommended. Sun protection. The sun can be extremely strong in the Philippines. Pack and use sunscreen with high SPF, sunglasses with UV protection, and a wide-brimmed hat to protect against sunburn, especially if you plan to spend extended periods outdoors or at the beach. Choose appropriate footwear. Due to varying terrain and weather conditions, it's essential to bring suitable footwear. Waterproof shoes or sandals that can handle wet conditions are ideal for the rainy season. Meanwhile, comfortable walking shoes are suitable for city tours and light hiking. Hydration and heat protection. Always carry a water bottle to stay hydrated, particularly when touring outdoor sites or during hot days. The heat can be intense, particularly in urban areas and at lower elevations. Prepare for humidity. High humidity can be uncomfortable and can also affect items like cameras or other electronic devices. Silica gel packets can help keep moisture away from sensitive gear. Lightweight and quick-drying clothing can also be more comfortable in humid conditions. Be typhoon aware. If traveling during the typhoon season, stay informed about the weather. Typhoons can lead to heavy rainfall, strong winds, and travel disruptions. Follow local advice and check with the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration (PAGASA) for any weather updates or warnings. Accommodation choices. When booking accommodation, consider whether air conditioning is necessary based on the time of year and the local climate of the area you are visiting. In cooler regions or seasons, it might not be as important. By considering these factors and preparing accordingly, you can ensure a more comfortable and enjoyable visit to the Philippines, regardless of the weather or regional climate. And there you have it. What you need to know to make your first trip to the Philippines absolutely unforgettable. Whether it's embracing the laid-back charm of Filipino time, savoring the rich flavors of dishes like adobo and balut, or navigating the diverse climates from sunny beaches to misty mountains, you're set for an adventure of a lifetime. Remember, the Philippines is not just a place to see, but an experience to be lived. So take these tips, pack your bags, and dive into the warmth and beauty of this incredible archipelago. Don't forget to like this video if you found these tips helpful, and subscribe for more travel advice and insights. Have any questions or need more tips? Drop a comment below, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and happy travels.